Hello student, good morning all of you. I hope you all are fine. I am Neeraj Khare, the science teacher of class 7. So dear student, today we start chapter 11, transportations in the animal and plants. Transportation, animal and plants. So dear student, today's topic is transportation. Transport means the carry things from one place to another. The body of an organism require nutrients and oxygen to carry out various life process. So waste product the produce due to the various function inside the body also need to be the transport and the removed. Therefore the term transport may be defined as a life process in which a material is observed in our part or organs of an organism and is the carried to other parts in its body. In animals' body, these functions are carried out by an internal transport system called as the circulatory system. Therefore, the term transport may be defined as the life process in which the material is the observed in one part or organs of an organism and it's the carried to other parts in this body. In animals body these the function are carried out by an internal transport system called as the circulatory system or the blood circulatory system is the main transport system in human being and animals. Circulatory system or the blood circulatory system is the main transport system in human beings and animals. Make food, water, and oxygen available to every part of the body and help in the removing waste material, urea, carbon dioxide, etc. The circulatory system consists of blood and blood vessels and heart. Look at this picture. The heart and so first when we start the capillaries, so pulmonary arteries and veins and lungs and pulmonary veins and arteries and capillaries. So and the reaches and the diabetes of the blood in overall our body. So she made the diagram of circulation. Blood. It is a fluid tissues that the flow in blood vessels in it is the red in color and it the follow the through a network of tubes in whole body called the blood vessels. Blood is the pumped to every part of the animal by heart. It is the fluid tissues that the flow in blood vessels. It is the red in color and it the flow through a network of bubbles. A network of tubes in the whole body is called body vessels. Body is the pump to every part of the animal by heart. Blood consists of four components. First one is the plasma, red blood cells, white blood cells, and platelets. So plasma is a liquid, while the RBC and WBC and platelets that flat in it. First one is plasma, is a blood component. So it is the basically the liquid part of the blood which is the play, uh, play yellow in color. It is the 90% of water and 3.5% is the common salt. It is the contents dissolve substance such as the digestive food and waste product and carry them from one part to another part in the body. Red blood cells is a RBCS. RBCS are the red in color due to the presence of pigments is called hemoglobin. This pigment carries oxygen by the winding with it the hemoglobin in a red protein that binds with the oxygen and the transport oxygen to all the part of the body and ultimately to all the cells. It is the presence of hemoglobin which make the blood appear red. When hemoglobin binds with the oxygen, it forms oxyhemoglobin, which is the transported to various body part. The carbon dioxide from the various body parts is transported back by bending again with the hemoglobin. It forms the carbon car, carbon oxyhemoglobin with the CO2. This CO2 is the expelled out from the body. Third one is the white blood cells. It is short form of WBCS. The WBCS is the fight against the infection and the protect us from the disease. WBCS eats up the germs like the bacteria that causes disease. WBCs also make antibodies that the fight against infection. The number of WBC is quite less than RBCS and WBCS. So can they change their shape and move on they can sequence out of the blood vessels to reach any part of the body. Platelets. Blood platelets are a small irregular tiny fragment of special cells of formed in the bones marrow. These are colorless and help in the clotting of blood in a cut of wound. So, dear students, blood platelets are a small irregular tiny fragments of the special cells formed in the bones marrow. These are the colorless and help in the clotting of blood in a cut or wound. If a cut or wound in a made in the blood starts flowing from it, the after some times the platelets plug the cut and the bleeding is stopped due to the formation of a dark red clot. If the platelets are not present in the blood flow from the cut or wounded will not stop causing the axis. The loss of blood while may be fatal to a presence leading to death. Function of blood. Various function of blood are it the transport of substance like the digestive food from the small intestine to the other part of the body. So dear student, function of blood, the various function of blood are it the transport of substance like the digestive food from the small intestine to the other part of the body. In it carries water to all the part of the body. It is the carries oxygen and carbon dioxide during the circulation. It carries the waste product like the urea from liver to kidney for the excretion in urine, and it the protect the body from disease. Blood vessels. These are the tubes or the pipe that carry blood throughout the body. It runs between the heart and the rest of the body. There are three major types of the blood vessels in the body: if arteries, veins, and capillaries. Arteries. These are the blood from the heart to all the part of the body. These lie quite deep under our skin and cannot be seen easily. So arteries have thick elastic walls on the blood flow at the high pressure due to the pumping action from the heart through the arteries. The main arteries of the aorta is the consist to the left ventricles of the heart. It carries the oxygenated blood from the left ventricles to all the part of the body except the lungs. Another arteries called the pulmonary arteries is the consist to the right ventricles of the heart and the carries deoxygenated blood from the right ventricle to the lungs. So note the arteries normally carry oxygenated blood from the heart, but one artery is called as the pulmonary artery carries deoxygenated blood from the heart to lungs. Veins. These are the blood vessels that carry blood from all the part of the body back to the heart. These the tube-like blood vessels are the situated just under the skin and can easily be seen as the greenness blue tube or lie below the skin. These are carry deoxygenated blood from the body part to the heart. So veins have thin walls and the blood flow at the low pressure through the veins. Therefore, the veins have the valves in them the while allow the blood to the flow in one direction and the prevent the backbone of blood in veins. Usually veins carry deoxygenated blood, what pulmonary veins, that is the closest to the left atrium of the heart, carries oxygenated blood from the lungs to the heart. Difference between the arteries and lungs. Pulse rate. Dear students, pulse rate to now your pulses rate. Pulse the middle and the index finger of our right hand on the inner side of your left wrist. You will feel the throwing the movement at the place there. The throwing is called the pulses. The pulses is the produced due to the blood following in the arteries. Now count the number of the beats of the pulses in 1 minute to the number of the beat per minute is called as the pulses rate. At the resting phase of the normal person has a pulses rate between the 72 to 80 beat per minute. Run for the about the 5 minute and again measure the pulses rate. You will notice that the pulses rate per minutes will be increased after running. So dear student, today this topic is complete. So thank you, and I send the PDF file. So complete your work and send me. Thank you.